the Canon RF 100 to 300 2.8 zoom lens. I've had it for about 6 weeks now. I thought about this lens for probably at least 4 weeks. I did the internet search, YouTubed it. About the only pictures that folks shot with this lens was wildlife and bird photography, and I don't do either. I do a lot of high school sports, whether it's basketball, high school football, baseball, girls softball. I shoot a lot of golf events a year, probably about 30 events a year, and this lens will really it shines in those various sports. The only thing that it's heavy. It's a heavy lens. The first basketball game that I shot with this lens, I used a monopod because it is so heavy. And I shoot a basketball game from at least 8 photo positions, and I just didn't like dealing with a monopod. The next 2 games I shot without a monopod, and comparing the two, I'm not going to use a monopod. When I shot the pickleball, I did not use a monopod. So the only thing other thing that I didn't really like was one time I used it manual focus, and when I went to just by feel trying to find this ring, it is rubber and it is ribbed, but I couldn't find it. I had to get back from behind the camera and look and find it and use it that way. It's sharp. It gets you into where you want to be. It lets in a lot of light at 2.8, and I give it 10 out of 10 stars. I'm shooting here, this particular shot. I'm clear at the other end of the court. These ladies here, Lakota West's dance team, is posing for a picture before the game even starts, and they perform at halftime, and they're posing for a picture, and I am literally at the other end of the gym. You can see on the right here, I'm circling the cursor here with my mouse. I'm at 300 millimeters with my zoom. ISO is 4000 and aperture is 2.8. Anytime I shoot a basketball game, I try to give them at least about 30 pictures, and I also try to include a couple of featurey pictures instead of just only action. A great example of how versatile this lens is. Here I'm at 300, zoomed in to 300, f4, shutter speed is 1000, and I could never zoom in that tight with a 70 to 200. I would just be enlarging it way too much. Here I'm at one end of the court, guy blocking a shot. I like to shoot high. That way it cleans up my background. Here I'm at 300, 3.5 f-stop, shutter speed 1000. Here I zoomed out to 164, ISO 5000, aperture at 3.5. Here I actually got on the floor, that way I had some of the action coming towards me. Guy dribbling, guy trying to do a little defense. Lenses, I'm at 100, aperture 3.5. This background is not particularly too bad as far as busy, because they're so far away as far as compared to where these guys are close to me. Here I'm at 270, 3.5. Zoomed into 300, 3.5 again. Here I'm zoomed out to 127. But that picture is sharp as a tack. Zoomed out to 153, ISO 6400. Zoomed out to 135 millimeters. All right. This guy here is taking a half-court shot just before halftime. These guys are trying to put on a little defense. The guy actually made the shot. So I'm zoomed into 251 millimeters, 251 there. Zoomed out to 241 while they celebrate him making the shot just before half. So 241 there, 224. All right. So here we go, guys shooting a foul shot. Here I think I'm actually just into the stands at the top row, 300 millimeters, 3.5 f-stop. Okay, this is a good example of how this lens will do. Here, the guy's shooting a three-point shot. I'm zoomed, my millimeters is 164. Focus to the basket real quick as he makes it. I'm at 100 millimeters. And now I zoom back out, zoom back into 280 millimeters as the guy celebrates. He holds up 3 fingers because he made a 3 as he looks towards the bench and the crowd. And there he does a big jubilation, celebration, flexing his muscles. 300 millimeters at 3.5. So that's a really good, shows you the versatility of this lens right there. I'm at 164 millimeters, 100, 280, 300, all in one lens. And here's a really good example. Let's see if I can go to 2 panes here. And then I'm able to crop in with very little deterioration as far as noise in the file. And this lens is just spot on. Here the guy's getting ready to, looking up like an old bug-eyed, getting ready to catch a pass. You go from 260 millimeters, same guy, to 270. Nice shot of the coach, 300 millimeters. This is in Westchester called the Pickle Lodge. I shot for 2 days some pickleball action shots for the facility. They use them in their marketing, however they want to use them. But you know, this lens also allows you to get up close without having to get in somebody's face. And if you have a place you can shoot down, it also clears up the background. Really, really nice. These ladies are playing in a ladies doubles event. These 2 ladies here are sisters. Jess here on the left and Allie on the right. Last name's Reichert. Actually, Allie here is a young professional. She also works at the Pickle Lodge. Here you can see right here in Photo Mechanic, it shows you the numbers. My lens right here, I'm at 139. If you see my cursor here circling, 139 millimeters. Here I'm at 164, zooming in a little tighter. Zooming out at 123. Got some nice reaction from Allie. Here I'm zoomed into 251 millimeters. Todd's running the tournament. Him and his wife, Teresa, run their tournament every year. It's called Winter Max. They run it at the Pickle Lodge in Westchester. There's Teresa's wife and Todd. Here I'm at 119 millimeters at f4. Shutter speed is 1,000. Here we got Jeff Jett on the left, Craig Ortwine on the right. They're playing in this tournament. Versatility. Gets you in close. Lets a lot of light into that sensor at 2.8. And it's just it's the best lens I've ever used. So I give it 2 thumbs up. You can also look at the reviews on B&H if you go through them. I always do that before I make a purchase. I look at the reviews, good and bad. So I appreciate you watching. Let me know what you think. Leave some comments below. I appreciate you. Thanks.